you're over the age of 35, stop everything you're doing right now. After a lifetime of eating fatty foods, you may run the risks of a stroke or heart attack due to plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. To learn how you can reduce your risks, visit youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856 today. This may be a life-changing call for you or someone you love. Thank you, and we hope to hear from you.
So on our last podcast, we had interviewed a black flight attendant, and she was telling us everything that go on in the airline industry. And if you have not listened to that podcast, we'll put that link in the pinned comment. Please go check it out. She gives the secrets in that industry, what you should do on the plane, what you shouldn't do on the plane. Please check that out. But certain things in that particular podcast, we're going to start addressing here because there was some eye-opening things. So there was an email that was sent for the company United Airlines. Now, United Airlines contracts another company for their flight attendants. It's actually Mesa Air for their flight attendants, and I think their pilots as well. So we received the email that United has sent, and United has a policy of hair discrimination against black women. Now, we have seen many incidents on United Airlines flights in relation to black people. Do you remember there was a passenger a while ago on an airline and they had a black physician? And this black physician wanted to help these people, and the Mzungu flight attendants was extremely rude to our sister, who is a doctor here in the Houston area. Many people have talked about the way they have been treated. And even if you listen to that podcast, which I want to get it a separate video to talk about even the incident that happened to our sister when they done nothing with racial abuse by customers. But on June the 24th, 2021, as you can see, we put this up. It says in-flight update. They say due to a few mix-ups of approved or / non-compliant hair examples, we have revised and updated the uniform compliance reminder section of the in-flight update. Please review the information below and click the link at the bottom of the page to read the full uniform guidelines. We apologize for the confusion and appreciate your cooperation. Now, this came out after everything that happened with George Floyd. All these corporations talking about, how they support, diversity and inclusion, and they donate money to Black Lives Matter and all of that. But yet they put on a flight attendant for their uniform that if you could see on the right-hand side, which is a picture, it looks like Tia Mowry, or if it's not, it looked like her, braided hair. Braided hair is something that's cultural to our people. That is no different than telling a woman that wears a hijab that she needs to take it off to go to work. It is part of our culture. It's part of our heritage. And it goes along with the long line of hair discrimination and anti-black racism. And how I feel about this, many people don't even fly United as it is due to their anti-black racism. But if you're going to put it as a policy that black women's hair is wrong and they got to have it a black version of what a Mzungu woman would have, then maybe black people should not fly your anti-black airline. That's maybe what black people should do. I support that. Matter of fact, I don't fly your airline because I flew it one time and I didn't like it. I didn't like the way the planes were set up. I didn't like your charge for every freaking bag. Like, come on. Now, I know people like JetBlue and all that do it too, but you charging way too much for a small bag. And it's not, for me, a lot of times it's the principle. It's not even about the money with me. It's always the principle with me. I just didn't like it. So I didn't flew on top of, it was a kind of like almost like a free flight I got that time. The only reason I flew is I never fly United. Most time I'm flying Southwest or JetBlue. That's most of the two that I fly for the most part. I don't fly Delta. Not to say Delta's bad company. I just don't fly Delta because they have too many layovers and waste too much time. I need to get to where I need to get to. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying American. I've heard too many stories. I don't want to fool with American. But if you got this policy, fine. No problem. Black folk, don't fly with them. As long as they keeping this anti-black policy against black people and black women in particular, they shouldn't get your money. Because, see, that's how you make your voice heard, brothers and sisters, in this country. You do it through the money. Yeah, you can protest. Forget the protest. Take your money elsewhere. You have an anti-black policy, take the money away. Let me tell you something. Policies get changed real quick when the money start leaving. Because now they banking on y'all to be flying all over the place now because, the rules have relaxed. Summertime, everybody traveling. Well, don't let this internal email of an anti-black hair discrimination policy make you think, oh, well, just one of them. And in the podcast, the sister was talking about how when she want to speak up against things, y'all want to go along to get along, some of you. Why? Some of you literally act like we still on the freaking plantation. Scared to say something. Well, I just don't want to rock the boat. Just scary. That's why we stay in the position that we're in. This is why we go through the things that we go through, is because some of you are so freaking scary. Never want to stand up for yourself. People that run over you, abuse you, and you let them, and they know you letting them do it, they never respect you. No matter how much you try to go along with them, and no, it will never happen. But I'm telling the people, at least on our page, don't fly United. Don't fly United Airlines at all, because if they don't like black women's hair, they don't like black people. That's how I look at it. And if you don't like black people, you don't get black dollars. That's simple. Even in this time period, you still would have this kind of hair discrimination policy. But make sure you let everybody know this. Let your friends and family know. Share this video on your social media. Those of you who are content creators, please make a video telling your people on your page to boycott United due to this anti-black hair discrimination policy. Because we're sick and tired of companies taking black dollars but don't like black people. We could put a stop to that. We have the money, we have the cultural influence, and a whole lot of things as black people. Don't ever discount our cultural influence and the money that we have as a collective of people and how we move. We are the biggest consumer in this country. The biggest consumer controls a lot of the economy. Don't let these people sit up here and make you think that you're insignificant and you don't do anything. No other race spend the amount of money you spend. None of them do. You are actually the most important consumer to this economy. And your dollars could break this economy too. That's why they don't want you to sit up there and boycott anything, because you turned it into a trend. Then what happens is other people get on board because we're the cultural leaders of America. Call it what it is. We the leaders of culture. You got to accept that. What we say in our lingo, everybody repeats. Our music, everybody want to do it. Our style, everybody want to do it. We are the cultural leaders of America. The only thing we don't control is the government and the money and the military. That's the only things that we don't control. Other than that, that's why they try to push all the filth on our community and get us to do it, because if they get us to do the filth, then everybody else be influenced. Lil Nas X, that mess. But no, United wrong. And you don't like black people, you don't like black hair, you don't like black dollars. It's just that simple. But leave us a comment. Let us know what you think about the situation with United Airlines. And like I say, even if you have a flight with them, get your money back. Go with somebody else. Somebody that's actually going treat you right, treat your people right. And if it's your first time coming here, make sure you subscribe, because some people have watched. There's a percentage of y'all, almost 50%, that watch and you have not subscribed. It's free. Click the subscribe button. It's not going to hurt your feelings. It's not going to hurt you. You know, we are a daily news program, and we're going to give it to you, you know, raw and uncut the way we do it here. You're not going to get what we do here on the Mzungu media. You're not going to get that.